Controllers, abusers, and manipulators often live in a world where self-reflection is a foreign concept. They don't pause to question their actions or the impact they have on others. In their eyes, the problem is never them, it's always someone else, always the victim of their circumstances, always blaming others for their unhappiness. Self-awareness is a critical step in personal growth. Yet for those entrenched in toxic behavior, this step is often skipped. They may convince themselves that their actions are justified, and this denial can perpetuate a cycle of harm. This cycle can be damaging, not just for the victims, but for the manipulators themselves. Without accountability, there can be no growth. Without growth, there can be no healing. It's essential for everyone, especially those who recognize these traits in themselves, to seek help and embrace self-reflection. Asking the difficult questions can lead to profound changes. Remember, true strength lies in vulnerability. Acknowledging one's flaws is the first step toward transformation. Thanks for watching. Please like and share.
Welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into manipulation, part 2, a topic that can really impact our relationships and overall well-being, manipulative behavior. Recognizing these signs can be challenging, but it's crucial for protecting ourselves and fostering healthier connections. So let's break down some common signs of manipulation together. First up is guilt tripping. This is when someone makes you feel responsible for their feelings or actions. You might hear phrases like, "If you really cared about me, you would." It places an unfair burden on you and can create a lot of unnecessary stress. Next is gaslighting. This is a serious form of manipulation where someone distorts reality to confuse you. They might deny events or alter the truth, leaving you questioning your own perceptions. If you find yourself feeling disoriented or doubting your memories, pay close attention. Then we have emotional blackmail. This can be really toxic. It involves threats, such as saying they'll end the relationship if you don't comply with their demands. It's a way to control you through fear, and it's not okay. Another common tactic is playing the victim. By portraying themselves as the victim, manipulators can gain sympathy and avoid accountability for their actions. It's important to recognize when someone is using this strategy to shift the blame away from themselves. Then there's love bombing. This is when someone showers you with excessive attention and affection at the start of a relationship. While it might feel great initially, it can often lead to control and possessiveness later on. Minimizing or denying their behavior is another red flag. If someone consistently downplays their actions or insists they didn't do anything wrong, they're avoiding responsibility and can leave you feeling invalidated. Passive-aggressive behavior is also common. Instead of addressing issues directly, a manipulator may express their negative feelings through sarcasm or subtle actions, leaving you feeling confused and frustrated. Making false promises can be particularly damaging. These are commitments made without any intention of following through. It's a way to gain compliance, but it can erode trust over time. Emotional manipulation involves exploiting your feelings to influence your decisions. It can be subtle and insidious, so it's essential to stay aware of how your emotions are being used. Finally, a lack of accountability is a major indicator of manipulative behavior. If someone refuses to take responsibility for their actions or constantly blames others, it's a sign that they aren't healthy for you. If you notice these behaviors consistently, trust your instincts and prioritize your emotional well-being. Remember, recognizing manipulation is the first step toward breaking free from it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.
Manipulation Part 3. Today, we're diving into a topic that many of us encounter at some point in our lives: dealing with manipulators. Whether it's in personal relationships, at work, or even within our families, understanding how to navigate these interactions is crucial for maintaining our mental health and well-being. And first, let's take a moment to understand what manipulation is. Manipulators often use tactics like guilt-tripping, gaslighting, or playing the victim to control others. The key is recognizing these behaviors early on. If you feel like you're constantly walking on eggshells around someone, it's time to assess the situation. Tip number 1. Set boundaries. This is essential when dealing with a manipulator. Clearly define what you're comfortable with and what you're not. For example, you could say, "I understand you feel strongly about this, but I'm not comfortable with." This sends a clear message that you have limits. Tip 2. Stay calm. Manipulators thrive on emotional reactions. By maintaining your composure, you can avoid giving them the satisfaction of provoking you. Take deep breaths and remind yourself that you're in control. Tip 3. Don't take the bait. It's easy to react impulsively when faced with provocations or guilt trips. Instead, pause before responding. Ask yourself if it's worth engaging. Tip 4. Seek support. Talk to trusted friends, family, or a therapist about your experiences. Sometimes, just sharing your story can help you gain perspective and strength. Tip 5. Prioritize self-care. Focus on taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Engage in activities that make you feel good, whether it's exercising, reading, or spending time with loved ones. Tip 6. Be aware of gaslighting. This is a tactic where the manipulator distorts your perception of reality. Trust your instincts and document your interactions if necessary. If you find yourself questioning your reality, it's a red flag. Tip 7. Don't internalize guilt. Remember, their behavior is not your responsibility. You have the right to protect yourself from toxic influences. Tip 8. Set consequences. Make it clear what will happen if the manipulative behavior continues. For example, you could say, "I'd prefer it if you didn't," and follow up with the consequences if they disregard your boundaries. Each new day is a fresh start. As the sun rises, remember, you have the strength to set boundaries, stand tall, and shape your own story. Embrace your power and move forward with confidence. Every step you take to protect your well-being is a victory. You are resilient, capable, and deserving of healthy, positive relationships. Keep believing in yourself and let your light shine. Now go out and create the life you deserve, full of hope, strength, and unity. If you found this helpful, share your journey and inspire others. You've got this.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we're exploring a crucial topic that can significantly impact our relationships: the difference between setting boundaries with consequences and a manipulator making demands and threats. Understanding this distinction can empower you to maintain healthier interactions. Let's dive in.
First, let's define what it means to set boundaries. When you establish a boundary, you're asserting your own needs and limits. It's a way of protecting your well-being and creating a healthy space for yourself within any relationship.
Boundaries are clear statements about what behaviors you will and will not accept. For instance, you might say, "I need you to respect my time. If you continue to call me late at night, I will limit our conversations." This clarity empowers you and reinforces your standards. Setting consequences is about your choices. If someone continues to cross your boundaries, you follow through with the actions you've stated. This could mean distancing yourself or reevaluating the relationship.
Now let's shift focus to manipulative demands. Manipulators often make demands or threats to control the relationship. Their intent is to exert power over you, often using fear or guilt to ensure compliance.
Manipulative threats can be vague or emotional, like saying, "If you don't do this, I'll leave you." This creates pressure and makes you feel responsible for their emotional state, which can be very disorienting. This approach seeks to undermine your autonomy. It places the burden of their happiness on your shoulders, making you feel guilty or anxious if you don't meet their demands. The consequences threatened by a manipulator are designed to instill fear and anxiety. They force compliance instead of encouraging healthy dialogue and mutual respect. In summary, setting boundaries is an act of self-advocacy and clarity, while a manipulator's demands and threats are tactics of control. Recognizing this distinction is vital for maintaining your autonomy and protecting your mental health. You are stronger than any manipulator. Stand tall, set your boundaries, and reclaim your power. By understanding these differences, you can reinforce your boundaries more effectively and recognize when someone is trying to manipulate you. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Take care and see you next time.